if you're listening. Whoa. Yes, that is my second try at the Panthers theme song and their goal song, because we are still rolling here in South Florida. It's just not only the Panthers, it's the Miami Heat as well. Watch out for us. And it's time for us to jump into another week of 2-minute drill. That is 1 week of stock trading highlights in the span of 2 minutes. And shout out to my man Chris Berman, so I might as well start this off with sports. And this one was a big week for some stocks. We had some great news as well as bad news, but at the end of the day, the QQQ made new 52-week highs. So it's nice to see the market get a bounce, even though all this negative news is still circulating around inflation as well as a recession. One of the large companies I'm talking about that didn't do too well this week and had bad news after having its worst earnings beat in 20 years is larger stock Home Depot. Definitely not a good sign to see Home Depot declining. Shows that consumers are not going out and willing to fix up their houses, or don't have the extra income to fix up their houses or build new houses. So that's something you want to keep an eye on with the recession fears going around. Sticking with larger news, we'll go back to some good news here. Netflix is actually showing some positivity, coming back to new 52-week highs after Disney Plus announced last week that they are losing subscribers and they're not holding on to their subscribers as long. And Netflix is now starting to really grow their ad subscription. So there's a cheaper subscription with ads on it. It started very slow to start the year up, but it seems like people are paying a cheaper Netflix fee, but to have ads on the show. And coming back to the bad news, we have another brick and mortar store that's not looking too positive. Foot Locker actually came out with worse than expected earnings and dropped 25%. This looks like a start of what Bed Bath & Beyond just did when they now are bankrupt and going out of business, selling almost everything right now. Foot Locker could be that next brick and mortar that goes out next. Definitely want to keep an eye on Barnes & Nobles if you're a short seller. Barnes & Nobles, how long can a bookstore be around? I mean, I used to love the store going in with my mom. She would take me to the kids section. But how long is that going to last? You can just order things on Amazon or other places to get books. So BNED and Foot Locker are two brick and mortars that we definitely have our eyes on to be the next that might go under. Not saying I want them to. It's just reality. In other news, we are actually getting trippy. We're getting trippy here in the stock market to this week. MindMed, which was actually our favorite stock of 2020, the Stock Sniper's favorite stock of 2020, used to be an OTC stock as MMEDF, is now a listed NASDAQ stock under MNMD, but their name is MindMed, and they do psychedelic studies, LSD, mushrooms. A lot of people would say, what is the... But loosen up. The younger age likes this kind of stuff, and they'd rather be doing stuff like this than popping pills. So the news came out this week that MindMed is going to be testing 100 patients with their new LSD study for anxiety, seeing if this could possibly be a thing that could solve anxiety. Now, I'm not saying to go out and try it, but I am saying, where's the applications at, MindMed? Like I just said, MindMed made it out of the OTC stocks from MMEDF to MNMD. But the Stock Sniper's favorite area is playing around in the OTC stocks, and we do say that almost every OTC stock is a piece of crap. But every once in a while, you have an exception. And a good exception is the best OTC story of all. That's Monster Energy. An 11-cent stock at one point is now raging over $60, and it's coming back to 52-week highs this week. Used to be a penny stock, and now it's one of those larger conglomerate stocks. So, like I said, usually all these are crap, but you do have some that come out the needle in the haystack, and maybe MindMed could be the next one. We're going to close out this week with some catch-up news. Literally, Heinz Kraft is coming out with a new sauce dispenser. This is going to be a first ever thing. They might be the first of the generation. We might be seeing this everywhere, but it's nice to see it brand new right now. In the future, we could be looking at this everywhere, just like those Coca-Cola machines that are now out. They're going to be dispensing certain sauces, obviously ketchup, barbecue sauce, and all the regular ones, but there will also be some Chipotle and unique other sauces that will come out of it. It's who knows where these can be. They're saying they can go to all restaurants, stadiums, concert venues, so tons of different opportunities that are coming out from Kraft Heinz this week. Hope you guys enjoyed that weekly update there. Like I said at the beginning of this show, let's go Florida Panthers and let's go Miami Heat. 2 8 seeds that are showing the resilient to never give up and always believe in yourself. And that's how I'm going to leave you out on this week's 2-minute drill. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and let's go Panthers and Heat. Peace.